Hello, good morning. My name is Engineer Gazette. Have you asked yourself why each time you give your vehicle to another person, that vehicle always have issues? The driving pattern changes, the gear selection, or you notice some small issue with it. But when you are handling the vehicle yourself, you don't experience such issues. But the moment another person handles that vehicle, you start experiencing issues. Well, this is what I want to treat now. The fault is not from that person. So stop accusing that person that he's rough. No. Have you heard of what is called shifting adaptive memory? That is shifting adaptive memory. If you have not, listen attentively. Every vehicle, as you are driving, the vehicle, the ECU, the computer unit of the vehicle, is recording some your gear shifting patterns. Is recording it. And he retain on his memory at least the last 40 shifts you did. He retains the last 40 shifts you did. And that one is returned is what is using to initiate your gear selection. Assuming you're a very rough driver, you like pedaling down, boom, then you zoom off. You have recorded your driving pattern like that. Then the normal way, your routine, your driving routine. Let's say in the morning, you move from your house, you drop the children at school, then to your workplace, then back home. The memory of that vehicle is recording that thing, that your driving pattern. Now, the moment another person uses that vehicle, automatically the driving pattern changes. Because the person driving pattern can never be as your own driving pattern, because he has his own schedule of movement. The moment that vehicle notices that thing, the thing will affect the brain of that vehicle. He will start studying a new driving pattern from that person. That is why the gear selection at that moment will start being epileptic. It will start changing. Now, if the driving of that person is different from your own, maybe some people like pedaling, just tapping gradually, you will learn that one. Now, this is another typical example why each time you buy a new gear I'm talking of automatic, each time you buy a new gear, after the installation, when you drive that vehicle, the gear doesn't normally select well. Then the supplier of that gear will tell you, the gear is okay. It's an electrical problem. We'll call our electrician to work on it. The electrician will come, See, let me tell you, that electrician is not doing anything. What you think, the highest he can do is tapping. What you call tapping in here and that is the meaning of that tapping is to reset the previous adaptive memory recorded in that gear. So once they do that tap, is just to neutralize the driving pattern originally stored there. It becomes afresh. Then by the time you move that vehicle for some time, you must have recorded 40 shifting patterns. Then you will now follow that one. You will now think as if the gear is now okay. Now what causes gear to have all these issues? Some vehicle, changing of battery anyhow. There are some vehicles, once you remove the battery for one or two reasons, that adaptive memory, it loses the memory. When you install the battery again, the driving pattern will change. You will start studying new driving pattern again until you get to 40 different shifts. You will now register that one and start using it for your gear selection. Then when you work on your shaft, you change your shaft, it happens too. Then sometimes you service your gear, change your gear oil. And this is why most times after changing gear oil, the memory of the gear selection pattern changes. This is also the cause. Then that's also why it's always advised, or all this roadside will tell you, before you change gear oil, allow the gear to get cooled. That is the reason. Then if you change your axle oil, anything that will have to do with that gear to be dismantled or to have loss of memory, that is what you call the adaptive shifting memory. So let's bear this one in mind and be conscious of it. Anytime you give your vehicle to a third party to drive, just bear in mind that the driving pattern of that vehicle will change. Vehicles like Mercedes, they have their own is more frequent, and their own is what you call limb mode. any small thing. Once the driving pattern change, it will enter leave mode. So the person you give your vehicle to drive for 1 or 2 issues is not the cause, it's the adaptive memory. Thank you, and God bless you all. My name is Engineer Goziatu.